It's 6:20 a.m. Today is October 28th morning, and I'm recording the video for October 27th, which was Thursday. Okay, so this is October 27th, right? End of the day. I'm recording video for the October 27th. Okay, so NQ's comment, right, from this score from yesterday's, which is Wednesday, right, that NQ will visit this week hunting level, which it did in the overnight, and then I wanted to see 512.40 as a Globex high, and aggressive sellers will keep it below 440, 450. Anything other than that, buyers again. So at least we have to remember going into today, right, that 512, 540, 450 are important levels, right, and we want sellers to hold it below in NQ in order to have a down move. Then ES and NQ, right, together. So overall price action is mixed across the board, right? Indexes are in divergence mode. So either Dow is leading to the upside, NQ is leading to the downside. So either one will decide tomorrow, which is Friday, or today, which is Thursday. Globex low and high are important. And then that's pretty much it, right, for these things. We don't have to guess anything for day trading. We will just go by the levels, right, and rely on the levels to get the direction intraday, right. For the short term perspective, ESI, Dow and RTY are still supporting buyer except NQ, right. And then 1806 was bold here, 1764 was bold here for the sell, Dow 32,000 was a bold, right. Dream number 476, 440, right. So let's go here. Dream number 476. See, this was a dream number touch, right? Almost, I would say, right? That was my short actually, right here, right? So I put this trade in Discord, right? Initially I had a 2 contract, and then here I had a 8 contract at this pullback. Right here I put 8 contracts, right? So total I have a 10 contracts. My exit was 350, right? So I cut some at this hunting level, right, like this blue line, and then rest I took a profit at 352. That was my original target in this quarter, right? So that was my trade, and then I was done for the day, right? So now so 454 was my entry here, okay, and 352 was my target, 100 point pretty much, so now let's go here, right? So now why this, right? Why this 454? So I was just testing it out, right? Because NQ was so big in the overnight, and it was able to pierce through this dream number in the overnight, this hunting level in the overnight, right? And then there was a sell-off going on, and also here it was holding below this area, right, which as per the before comment, overnight comment, that it has to hold below this as the Globex high, and it was doing it, right? So obviously first time up here, somebody will sell it, and then it may come down here, and then it will decide, right? That was the whole idea here, right? It was the high here also, see that, and this also here. See, I took the trade when price went up, right, about this high, and then trying to come down. That's where I took the trade, assuming it could do a fail breakout. That was the whole idea. Then ES, right? So ES at the same time was going towards this area, right? So that was also, I saw it, but ES was so strong, right? Because look at this, ES is strong, right? And this area has touched multiple times. See, in the overnight, this was a key area, right? So but it touched this area multiple times right before open also, right? Here also is tried actually, here also is tried, right? So you can't short it in a backup sellers area. Even though it's a good area, you can't short it right here. You want to see price going through it, something, and ES was holding it here, decision maker area, right? And then it bounced from it, correct? From this VWAP, this area, everything. So ES you cannot touch it, but since ES was comes, but technically it's a resistance, right? So you can use that information to short here, right? Or you can wait till dream number or this area also is fine, right? You don't have to take the trade here, right? So I saw all these things, that's why I took the trade, Then so ES no trade here because ES was holding this 44 and above, right? And actually above this area. So you can only short ES if it gets a rejection from here in RTH and then go below this, preferably below 44, then you can short targeting this area, preferred buyers area, or even aggressive buyers area. So here there was a short, later on, and then you can take a profit here. Now, can I go long here? You cannot go long here. Even though it's a preferred buyers area, it's my favorite area, right? 20s, but you cannot go long here because now in the morning, if you look at this, by looking at this, right? Look at internals, straight down, right? So in one way, it was exhausted here, right? Other way around, if you think about it, look at NQ, right? So NQ can technically go into this exchange area. Then if ES is still here, you can buy it, otherwise you have to just let it go. So ideally at this move, I was thinking it should have come down here, but these algos are always playing their games, right? That's why it bounced from it, and the way it bounced, right, this looks like a full reversal. At the end, right, later in the day, damn thing came here, see? So it's basically it's a trapping game going on. Ideally here it should have come down here and then it should have bounced, but instead it bounced from this line, right? So this line I did not draw it right now, right? It was there, it was our support, so it was a valid support, but it was a white line, right? So ideally good line should be this line, it should have come down here, but fine, its support is support, right? Because of this it bounced, right? So but the way it bounced, right, I was done in NQ, but ES I did not trade it at the time, right? So when it bounced straight up into this again same area, right, I shorted it at 48 here, but then immediately it came into my favor also, by almost 8 points, right here, see this low, then it sliced through 48. I was out right at break even, or even 1 point loss or 2 point loss actually I had a stop at 53 or so. So yes, sorry, I had a 5 point loss here, right? And then I said, you know what, I'm done trading now. The price is not tradable now, because whenever you see this and this, somebody is playing the game. That means the day is not tradable. You can't trust this price action, neither side, neither seller, neither buyers. So bail out. So I got stopped out here for this trade, and there is no more trading. I literally stopped trading, and I also put the same message in Discord, and you can see the result also later on, right? So by looking at this, right, people will think now it's gonna go to moon, complete reversal. See that? Same thing in NQ, but look what happened. So that what's so if you stop trading, you can protect your profit, whatever you got from here, or if you did not get anything here, you can still stop your losses. Why? Because by looking at this, looks like, look at internals, straight up, right? So looks like it wants to reverse and go to the moon, right? Now the question is, so what people will do is usually when price pulls back like this, right, they will buy it at the pullback, right? Because the internals are still holding well, so they will try to buy it here, right? And then they will look for higher high, and then look what happened. See, price bounced, so people will add more here, and then look what happened next, down, right? They will still buy it here at 44. Price went into their favor, right? But then look what happened, right? Now they will still buy it here, price into their favor, right? But if they don't take profit, look at this, right? Here, when price come down here like this, now they will think it's going to be a breakdown, because look, if price took out this morning low, right? So they will add it right here. Now you can count how many losses we have, right? And then they will short right here, okay? Because now it's a full reversal, okay? This guy is trapped. Now breakdown happened, price is gonna go 10, right? So now look what happened. See, instead of tanking this time, it went higher. So whatever we are thinking as a day trader, price will do opposite thing. Right? That's why I said right here, no more trading for the day. If you're not being careful, you will make all these mistakes. And just go and watch whether you did that mistake or not. Right? When this thing happened, right? Now people will give up. They will not trade anymore. Right here, they will decide not to trade anymore. Why? Because now they realize, man, you know what, this day is crappy today, I don't want to trade anymore. But in that process they lost so much money, right? And when they gave and then they quit trading it here, look what happened after that. See that my point? So that's why, you know, either you don't trade right here, so you have to make a decision at the right time, not after losing money, you know. And let's say if you have even weighted it, right? So here I said, so right here I said, do not trade, price is not tradable. Trade only if it breaks out above this nicely or break down below this nicely. This entire area, this entire area, right? So let's assume you did not trade it after that. You waited for breakdown or breakout, right? This was a breakdown, right? Which is right around this time, right? 1510. Let's see what NQ, where this NQ is. 1510, right? Did NQ break down below this? No. So this is not a trade, okay? Then up, down here again, right? Which is what? This is the closing time actually, right? So this is not tradable price action, right? But 1555. So NQ is not, right? See here, right at 1602, NQ broke down, right? So here you can take a trade, right here, right? But then it's not tradable because it's like closing time, right? So this is how you want to trade, you know, later confirming both sides, then trade it. Huh? So that's pretty much it for yesterday's end of day video, right? So I'm not now going to walk you through it, whether you can short here, right? See, this 44 was important, right? But so yes, it's a visible shorts at the levels right here, right? Or long here, you know, but it's not trustable price action or trustable levels at that point, because price like slice through this up, right? So entire this area is not trustworthy for day trading. So any levels in between is not trustworthy, right? So even though you can see these rotations, right, but this area itself is not trustworthy. That means any levels in between, not trustworthy. Now if price goes through it tomorrow, yes, this area becomes important. That means this area, this level and this level, both will become important. Nothing in between become important. This two become important, right? So now since I'm recording video now, you can see it, what happens in the overnight. This area become important now, right? So let's see what happens today, and that be all for October 27th. Now there is one more thing, you know. So this comment here, straight exhaustion into it, longs can be taken, else ignore, right? Look at this, what happened in closing, right? So this comment I put it on Tuesday, right? And then I carried forward this comment, and you can see it how powerful the comment is at that time, you know. I think Monday or Tuesday I put this comment, right? At that time price was way up here somewhere, right? And then, you know, I realized, then I went through all the scenarios in my mind, that what if price comes down, where it should bounce, all these things, right? Based on that, I put that comment on that day. And then I carry forward this comment, and look what happened. Came straight down, right? Straight down. Look at this, to the T, and bounce off. See that? It's a good bounce, right? Almost 50 points, more than 50 points. Look at NQ's levels, even white line, see that, 918 to the dot, see? So levels are powerful, you know. And look at this, right? And that be all for today.